All right. It has been a while since I've done one of these. I have a purpose here. I am going to upgrade. I've got a Cloud Foundry instance, and I'd like to make some more room on that Cloud Foundry instance. So hopefully we can show that. First of all, let's do this. Let's go. We're going to edit because I don't want it to go like too fast. So I'm gonna put some brakes on it so we can talk a little bit. Does that work? Yeah. So here, let's walk through this. What I'm going to do first is do a little cleanup here. I am going to start with Java 8. Right? Don't do this. I'm starting with Java 8 just to like show like, hey, here's what we're doing. Hello. As always, say hello. Let us know where you're from. It's always awesome to see you here. But my parents like to watch. They like to see where everybody's joining from. If the audio is okay, let me know if you can see it. If I need to change the font, hopefully everything's working. But I'm glad to see you here. Thanks for stopping in. I'm starting with Java 8 just as like to show like by upgrading from Java 8, you can actually make some room for some other stuff. So I'm going to pull down a Spring Boot 2.6 application, just cloning that locally, and then I'm going to start it. So I'm going to use this Spring Boot app with Java 8, and yeah, I'm going to start it up, and it starts, and it's just fine. That works. So now, here's how I know that it works. I'm going to go and I validate the actuator endpoint, so it's working. So Java 8, Spring Boot 2.6, it's working. It's just fine. And then I take a little sample. I'm showing you like how much memory that's using, because this is the room that I'm going to make. So now I can stop that one because we don't want to use that. We'll let that stop, and then we're going to run this in the background. We're going to push that version, that Java 8 version of that Spring Boot 2.6 app. We're going to push it into my Cloud Foundry, but we'll let that run in the background. So now I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade to Spring Boot 3.3, and it's going to go pull down all the recipes. It's going to do its thing, but it's going to take that Spring Boot 2.6 application. It's going to run through a nested set of recipes. This is a problem because of this URL. It's trying to use that, and I think it's because of my settings XML. So we can ignore that. It'll still work. It's going to get to that nested set of recipes, and let's go from 2.6 to 2.7, from 2.7 to 3.0, all the way up to Spring Boot 3.3, and that's awesome. And that's what we're going to use. So now that my code locally has been upgraded and it's ready for Spring Boot 3.3, I'm going to switch to Java 21 here. And I'm also using the native image kit. So I'm using Liberica's Java 21 with the native image kit because I'm going to build a native image. So now we've upgraded to 3.3, to Spring Boot 3.3. We're using Java 21. Cool. We can see that it's still working. Well, we'll validate that it works. We hit the actuator endpoint, and it does work. It's great. So now we can see there's that savings. This is the room that I was trying to make. So here we've got less memory. This is great. So let's stop it because we're going to go one step further. We're going to stop this. The application works. So let's go ahead and push this application up to our Cloud Foundry instance. And we're going to have now the difference between the Java 8 Spring Boot 2.6 app and the Java 21 Spring Boot 3.3 app. And this is what we want to see. We're going to see a massive difference here, but we'll do that in the background. We have another step that we can take. We can build a native image. Remember, I grabbed that native image kit that's included with that Liberica JVM. And this is what we're doing. So now it's going to go and analyze all of that bytecode that I've just delivered. It's going to analyze it. It's going to, any code that it cannot get to, it's going to throw it away. And it's only going to optimize for the code that it can get to. We've had this capability for a long time. Since Java 1.3, we saw the introduction of the hotspot JVM. And the hotspot JVM was looking, here's where your code is hot. here's the hot path. Let's take that and let's optimize that all the way down to the operating system. We've been doing that since Java 1.3. And now our friends over at Crawl Labs, they said, well, why not just do it for all of the bytecode? So this is the trade-off. It's going to take a little bit longer, but Crawl VM is going and analyzing all the bytecode in this Spring Boot app, and it's going to optimize it down to a native image, a statically linked native image for this operating system. I'm on Darwin, and for this architecture, which is the Apple Silicon, the M1 Silicon, and it's going to work, and it's going to work fast. Well, we'll validate that. Just take a look. But this is what we're trying to do. We want to make some room, save some space, because infrastructure is not cheap anymore. So here, it took 1 minute and 9 seconds to do, but that's one of the trade-offs. So let's now start that binary. And that binary is working. It's up, it's still 3.3.1. And now we can validate, yes, it is still healthy. This is working. It's great. That's what we expect. But now look at this. That footprint is only 83.9 megabytes. Much smaller than the 300 plus megabytes that we started off with. So let's stop that. So here's what we've got. Now I've got a binary. I want to send that. I'm going to try. I'm going to send that up to Cloud Foundry. And I did this pre-baked. I had because I'm on Darwin, and my Cloud Foundry doesn't run Darwin code. Remember, this is optimized for the architecture and the operating system. So I had pre-built, using the same process, a native image for Linux, which is going to work on my Cloud Foundry. And we can now look at some of these stats. So just by doing this upgrade, I got faster. I had an infrastructure savings. I saved 42% memory just by doing the upgrade. And then by doing the native image, I had a massive improvement. I had a 78% improvement from 374 megs down to 83.9. But then again, I also deployed this to Cloud Foundry. I want you to see that you can actually save a big boatload of memory on your Cloud Foundry instance. So our containers are still the same, right? We're still using the build packs. Those build packs have their reservations, and the reservations are the same. But here, I'm able to use a smaller reservation for my build pack. So it's running in Cloud Foundry, and the reservation is only a 256 megabyte reservation, which is awesome. So there, just on the reservation alone, right, let alone the process, that's a 75% savings on the reservation. And this is what we're trying to do. So whether you're getting a 20%, 40%, whatever it is, these little changes, these little modifications to our applications, they add up. And that's it. That's all that I wanted to show. So if you would like to save some footprint, some memory, you have options. Upgrade. Upgrade to the latest version of Spring Boot. Upgrade to the latest JVM. And if you're running on a platform like Cloud Foundry, push those changes. You also have the ability to use the binary build pack to deploy native images to your Cloud Foundry instance. And that's all that I have. If you've got questions, I'll take some questions. If you're here, there's a lot of you joining. But other than that, that's all I wanted to do. It's the end of the day for me. I hope you're having a good week. And yeah, I would love to see you around again. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.